Hello, it's Friday and time for some more Shogun. Once again from round 1 of the Summer Cup 2024. I think this is going to be the last replay cast of a round 1 matchup, and during the weekend we'll probably see the first games from round 2. So that being said, we are on crossroads. The players are first off in the green banners, Grozny, and in the brown banners we have Bushido. Dojo-wise, we have a workshop, we have a shrine and a sword dojo. So 3 very, very good dojos here. And I will just go into slow motion already while I go over the armies. So for Grozny, we have a hidden light calf on the right. We have a Waker Raider, likely going for the workshop. His main force consists of some Nodachi, rank 2, and 2 Nagi Warrior Monks, also rank 2. Then he has some light calf, Yari calf, rank 4, 3 of them, and a fire calf rank 6. His general is a mix of leader and melee. So for Bushido, we have, I think, pretty much the same general, at least identical melee stats, but his army is much smaller. So we have 3 calf that we can see at least, a Yari calf rank 6, a fire calf rank 6, and a katana calf rank 2. He does have 2 matchlock samurai, so the only skirmish units on the map. And then he has, let's see, 1, 2, 3 Nodachi, 2 of them rank 7, which is insane, and 1 of them rank 2. 2 Naginata samurai, no, 1 Naginata sam rank 6, a Yari samurai with hold firm rank 9. And if he has more, then I can't see it yet, but this army is already pretty expensive. Like, I don't agree with the choice of rank 7 Nodachi. Not really sure why you need those upgrades. I mean, he put some money into morale and melee defense, which I think is pretty much useless on a Nodachi. But 23 attack is obviously very good. But it's not that much better than the level 2 one with 19 attack. So anyway, let's go to normal speed. So I think Bushido picked this map because Grozny has the hill on his back, which means that he's the defender. But he shouldn't really be defending all that much here because the dojos are should be incentive enough for both of the players to move to the center. We have Bushido trying to deny Grozny the workshop, which is a good decision, I think. But he can't really overextend because Bushido's army is much smaller than Grozny's, and he also can't compete calf-wise. Especially this katana calf is not going to be very useful in a calf fight. It's basically just a Nodachi in the general killer. So we see Bushido just going straight forward, trying to force Grozny into engagement as early as possible. And yeah, he's just going straight in. Grozny is not reacting much. I think he's still microing the flanks. He will get the sword dojo very soon, which is going to be huge. That means all these units will have +2 attack. And yeah, I think Grozny also missed the charges on his Nodachi because they're already wavering and barely have any kills. So Bushido's strategy is pretty simple here. He's just going straight in and using this elevated terrain to use his matchlock units to shoot over the heads of his own units, which can work pretty well here. Like, they have really good line of sight once they go over the edge. But it all comes down to who he is firing at, because he could technically snipe the general with both his units, but I don't think he's doing it. And of course now his matchlocks are being threatened by Grozny's calf. So he's really lacking the protection for it. He just doesn't have enough units. We have some Waco Raiders beating the Nagi Sams. That's not a good engagement for Bushido. And we have Katana Calf, yeah, not being cost efficient fighting against Yari Calf, but at least he's blocking them from charging into his matchlock, so at least it's a somewhat decent use of the Katana Calf. But the weird thing is, neither of these players are using their leadership generals properly. Like, no one is in stand and fight. Bushido's charging in as if it was a full melee general, which I don't think is a good idea, because you don't get a decent charge anyway if you charge into the back of your own units. And now we just see the flanking force of Grozny coming in. Nice charge here, downhill even by the Nodachi against Yari Sams. This is a wasted unit of a Yari Sam. So this is the most expensive unit in Bushido's army, because it has hold firm, but it's alone. So it's pretty much pointless to have hold firm here. Having hold firm on a solo unit is basically not much better than Banzai, and hold firm is supposed to be a little stronger than Banzai because you want them to encourage other units. So this is a huge waste from Bushido, and now you see that the center is just wavering. There's just not enough, there just aren't enough men left for him in order to make a difference. Here we have Matchlock Sams, only 6 kills. I wonder what happened there. I mean, they had perfect line of sight. I don't know if they just didn't shoot or anything. But yeah, this is a total mop up. Grozny made some big mistakes too, like I think both his center Nodachis completely missed their charges. They were AFK, but he still won because I just don't think this army of Bushido was well thought out. I like the idea with the matchlocks, but that was about it. I didn't like the rest of the army. And with Sword Dojo and okay, yeah. No one controls Workshop or Shrine, but the Sword Dojo alone is enough to get Grozny a huge advantage. And I think he had a more balanced army. That was just it. Like 4 Nodachi, low level. Can't do anything wrong with that, basically. And if you miss micro a unit, it's not going to be a disaster because it doesn't cost as much as a ranked 9 Yari Sam or level 7 Nodachi. So we have the last holdouts, which is Bushido's general. Oh, okay, I completely missed it, but Bushido had a hero unit in the mix, a Tetsubo warrior monk hero, which isn't bad because it's I think one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest hero unit. But still, like, why was it necessary? I don't really get it. He already has a small army, and small army usually means you have more elite units with high morale, and he also had a leadership general, so he didn't really need the morale support from a hero unit. I think that was also a waste of money. So I think a lot of it comes down to just the way Bushido picked his army composition. We can have a look again in the statistics, but yeah, I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, Waco Raiders, always a good unit, performing well for Grozny. Yeah, he didn't have to get many kills just because the army was so much smaller. So here we have it, Warrior Monk Hero, 52 kills. Matchlocks 13 and 46. I think he could have done much more with those matchlocks. Yeah, but anyway, at least I like the map pick. I like Crossroads. I think it's a good map. Just a bit tough sometimes to attack on if the dojos aren't in your favor. But anyway, it was nice to see it. So that's it. 1-0 currently to in favor of Grozny, and I'll do a quick break and come back with game 2. And we're back with game 2 on waterfalls yet again. For some reason, this map gets picked almost every game, or has been picked almost every game so far. I don't know what makes it so popular. It's not my favorite, but I guess there's something to it. Okay, so we have a shrine on the upper side where both players are going for. We have a farmhouse and a workshop. Maybe both of them worth going for with a unit or so, but you should definitely prioritize the shrine. So anyway, for Grozny in the green banners, we have looks like 2 matchlocks, one of them extended range and a monk. A Daikyu Samurai 200 range, 3 matchlocks actually, Nashigaru as well. His melee core consists of some vanilla Ashigaru and some lone swords, Ashigaru, 4 of them. Is there anything else? Yeah, bulletproof, rank 4. And cavalry wise, he has 2 Yari Cav and 2 Light Cav, which is a solid choice. I don't think you need much more on this map. General hasn't changed, neither has... Oh wait, I think Bushido's general has slightly changed. I think it had 25 attack before. But anyway, still both are playing with leadership generals. And Bushido has a bit of an insane army, to be honest. Yet again, but a different kind of insane. Now he's gone the other extreme and just has a huge block of infantry. On his right he has a Yariash rank 2. Then he has 3 matchlocks, each of them extended range. He has 4 more Yariash all rank 2 in the center. Basically, I think he broke the rule here, because that's max 4 saying he has 5 Yariash. But either they didn't notice or his opponent didn't care. So anyway, just thought I'd mention it. So there's max 4, be careful. Then there's 1 more matchlock samurai on the flanks, which makes it 4 matchlocks. And 2 extended range bows, a Daikyu 200 range and a Warrior Monk 200 range. 3 Lone Sword Ashigaru rank 9 with Banzai, 2 Tendons, and I think, like, if he has Cav, there's not going to be much of it, because this army is huge. And he can save some money by using the minus 10 Koku for Ashigaru retainer, minus 10% Koku, which makes like 80% of his army 10% cheaper. But still, this is already pretty big. And I mean, it looks threatening because of all this skirmish capacity that he has. But he really needs this leadership general to perform in stand and fight in order to support this blob. So anyway, I think Grozny at this point is just thinking, what do I do? Looking at this huge congregation of Ashigaru, he's very carefully advancing here, taking a fight with the matchlock Ash that he is bound to lose. Like, they're just getting destroyed, no question. Haven't even fired yet, and they're going to be dead very quickly. But at least while he's thinking about what his approach should be, he's going for the workshop, which could come in handy. It gives plus 3 defense and plus 2 armor. Both players are negating the farmhouse for each other. And yeah. Grozny is still in the thinking process here. Unfortunately, deciding to throw away light cav for nothing. That's almost 400 Koku away, being thrown away. But yeah, he's doing now a wise thing, which is to send some cav up on this upper side through the forest, trying to scout the region. Maybe there's still something hidden for Bushido, it's hard to say. But either way, it's good to have some cav back there. But yeah, like, Grozny really has to think about how to approach this army, because he has a skirmish heavy setup too. It's just that Bushido went totally overkill with it, and basically doubled his the skirmish capacity of him. So lots of damage already being dealt with no return from Grozny. This matchlock, 0 kills, is going to die. This Yariash has taken some damage. He's lost a full light calf. And I don't think his Daikyu did some damage, 70 kills. But I think, yeah, it was just some Ashigaru kills. Here he's deciding to send the bulletproof to the flank as well, which is a good choice, just to have it here to come in should Bushido turn around his axis. But here, yeah, I think. Oh, you see some calf from Bushido. Yari calf, so 2 of them, but both rank 0 because he just doesn't have any money anymore after spending all this funds on infantry. So yeah, I think here Grozny decides to bite the bullet and just accept the fact that he is hopelessly outskirmished and going in on a suicide mission with his front line of 2 matchlocks. Let's see if they can at least like get one volley off before they get obviously murdered here. Is he sniping something? Yeah, he's focusing the Daikyus, which is probably a good choice. He could have even, I think, sniped the general, but Daikyus are not a bad choice here for the matchlock warrior monks. Here we see bulletproof going in, obviously being rather less harmed by the matchlocks, but they will struggle too against Lone Sword level 9. But it's good to at least stop Bushido's left flank from being a skirmish threat by sending this bulletproof first. So Grozny's skirmish contingent in form of matchlocks has basically melted away, and now he's going in with his main core. Daikyu's coming in for support, probably going to do some sniping. He's targeted the general, but it could be a weird angle. Let's see. Yeah, he has to shoot over the shrine, and now Bushido's general is moving. I think that was just 1 kill. Anyhow, so Grozny is deciding to, I think, do the right thing in that he's just frontally trying to test the real strength of this Ashigaru spam from Bushido. So we have some Ashigaru against Ashigaru. In the back we see some fights. Bushido's level 0 calf being somewhat resilient against Grozny's calf, but he managed to sneak some light calf in the back, which could be really useful here. Because the way for Grozny to win here is not to kill everything that Bushido has on the field, but to find a way to somehow cause a morale panic, because this is an Ashigaru core that can just outmuscle him. But if he can get some units to rout, maybe he can get something started here. So side chargers like this, flanking maneuvers, are really worth a lot here. And also I think this is totally unnecessary by Bushido. Like, this general, I don't know why it got charged here. I think if you're playing with an Ashigaru army like this, you have to take care of your general and protect it, and also use stand and fight, because these Ashigaru units, they need a general and stand and fight. So the bulletproof is losing as predicted here to the Lone Sword, but it's taking a lot of time. There's a lot of armor and melee defense, and in the meantime Bushido's army core looks more and more like a paper tiger. Like, it looks super threatening, like even going near it, and now like it just running away. Like, I think in the center, like where Grozny's calf got through to the general, I think he just didn't have a Yari-Ash anymore there to cover that ground. And coupled with the flanking maneuver from the light calf, yeah, we see full strength, almost full strength units now running away. So that's the weakness with these Ashigarus. Well, not spam, but spammy Ashigaru builds. Like, it looks super threatening, and then some weird morale funkery happens, and all of a sudden, like, your flank is gone and you don't know what happened because you looked away for a couple seconds. So this was a weird game, definitely. I think for both of these games, I can't really say anything other than Bushido should have picked a different army. Or in the second game at least, Bushido should have used his general more efficiently in order to make this wild army setup work. But anyway, we'll be curious if any of his units managed to rack up a decent amount of kills before running away. Probably his bows, but not more than that. I mean, in the absolute numbers, it doesn't even look like Bushido had a much larger army than Grozny. Maybe it was a bit misleading by me. But let's have a look. Bulletproof's performing really well, just holding up that flank on his own. Even though in the end I think it lost to the Lone Swords. Yeah, then I don't know what made the difference, to be honest, here, other than the morale shock. Like, Grozny didn't do anything special. His Ashigaru, I think, performed better also thanks to the help of Stand and Fight in the workshop. But other than that, it was a pretty straightforward head-on engagement. And maybe he's not used to playing leadership generals, but if he just gets to Stand and Fight earlier, like, that would have been a lot more beneficial. So anyway, this means that Grozny moves on to round 2, and Bushido goes down into the lower bracket with a chance, of course, to fight his way back into the lower bracket during the later stages of the tournament. So, thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye-bye.